I would like to thank Dune HD for providing me the opportunity to review their newest media player. Now this is the Pro Vision 4K. It has 4 gigabytes of RAM, 64 gigabytes of flash memory, 1 gigabit Ethernet, and it's based on the Amlogic S905X4. And here's the connections. And here's some information. Now I will post all that information on the link, so it's hard to see from here, but I will post that information. And the package contents. Now opening this device is an adventure because that's the outer sleeve, and I'll show you how it's packaged. It is amazing. The packaging is just absolutely amazing the way they did that. And this is only for $149 US dollars. This is truly amazing, just the way they packaged this. Here's some documentation. There's the device itself. Here's the device. I will show you that in a minute. And we'll see what's in this box. Power adapter. Another power adapter, HDMI cable for the US market right here. And here's the power itself. The output is 12 volt at 2 amp. And this box should be the remote, so we'll open up and take a look. Okay, here's the remote. And again, this is an awesome remote. It's a combination Bluetooth and infrared. However, this is the last time that this will be used. They have a new remote that they have come out with, and all your newer devices will have the newer remote. So anyway, this is an awesome remote right here. Remote even come with batteries. Here's the front, a Pro Vision 4K. One side is all ventilation. This side has one USB 3 port, one USB 2 port, and a micro SD card slot. It comes with 2 antennas. It comes with a power on-off switch, a 12 volt supply source, an optical port, HDMI 2.1 port, and a gigabit Ethernet port, and it's got an AV out port. So that's all the ports that device has. It is all metal. So let's go ahead and connect it to a TV and see how it performs. Here's the first power up, asking me to insert the batteries. Okay, it's checking the file that downloaded, so now it's getting ready to upgrade. Starting the upgrade. 51%. Dune HD. Finalizing update. Please wait. Okay, we're going to have to find our time zone in here. They've got a lot of them. I think we're either 4 or 5 minus. There we go. We'll have to take New York. That's the closest one we got right there. Okay, would you like to enable the community applications? Sure, why not? Configuring extensions. Okay, this is the main screen that just booted up. Applications, Dune applications, Android applications. Now this is not a streamer. This is not for Netflix 4K or anything like that. So it's not a streamer. This is for your own media. Now this device for $150 US dollars is for the media enthusiast. Now this is on a budget, so this is a fantastic device, and we were going to find out exactly what it can do. First thing we need to do is take a look at the settings. You got general, English. There's where we could change the time zone again if we made a mistake. We can change it there. Let's make it a 24-hour, please wait. Screensaver. Let's make it 30 minutes. and you can reboot. Okay, video. Now this, we probably won't get into this later, but we'll take a look at that. Apparently that's what my TV is capable of. So it supports all of those. All frame rates, yes. Picture quality. Okay, we're not going to mess with that right now. Forced improved black levels for Dolby Vision. We'll find out. HDR Dolby Vision settings. Let's take a quick peek at that. Now there's your STD DV Dolby Vision TV LED. And there's a player LED. We'll leave it at TV LED because my TV supports it. First STDV was CM version 4.0. It says enabled. Now there's going to be a lot of confusion or discussion, I should say, about whether this is capable of the Profile 7 on Dolby Vision, but we'll find out later on. Okay, so we're not going to mess with these settings at this point in time, but that's what they are right there. And you've got additional settings. You got preferred HDMI color depth, you got maximum, or as in content. Again, I will adjust these later on as I figure out what they do. HDMI CEC, I do not use that because I got a lot of different devices. So CE switch. So I will disable that because I do not use it. Audio settings. PM decode, no. I want to set that to bitstream. Okay, so that sends the actual audio to my AV receiver without any alter to it. HD audio bitstream, HDM audio enabled. Okay, now SPDIF audio. I'm not using that, so I'm going to disable that. And disabled USB audio. I'm not using this USB audio, so I'll disable that. Will it affect after you? Okay, I'll go ahead and do that then. Okay, here's the network setting. Now I'm using Ethernet. I'm not using Wi-Fi. So there's my Ethernet settings right there. My collections. That's after. That's when you add your location to all your media. This grabs all the information about each video. So we'll set that up later. And here's your applications, Android, community, movies, TV, radio time. Now there's your SMB server. Okay, now I do use that occasionally. Network browser, show a menu. Widget, show widget. And root. Okay, disabled. We're not going to turn the root on. We're not going to do that. Okay, let's see what they got in there. Okay, Android applications. Use SmartTube as YouTube. Yes, let's use SmartTube. I like that one. So we covered that screen. Okay, let's go over to support. Appearance. There's the old one. Some people like the old style. Additional. Autoplay video. Okay, those are different options. Playback. Language. Subtitles. External only. External. And I will adjust that later on. Control. This is what the different things do. So you can alter those if you so desire. But at this point in time, I will not change anything. Preferences. Player for video files, internal player. Let's see what other options they got. System player. Oh, you got coding. Video files, you got system player, SPMC Kodi, Android default action. So you got several different options for that. Photo viewer and Blu-ray. Okay. Miscellaneous, there's your remote. This is R3 remote. And let's see, upgrade firmware. I'll check that later. But they are coming out with R4, which is another nice remote. So hopefully they'll send me one of those for review. Oh, let's see what file browser is. Okay, here's more options. Display brightness, level 1. I'm going to bump that up a little bit. I'm going to bump that up to, why not, 6. Matter of fact, I think it goes up higher than that. It goes up to 8. But 8 is kind of bright. So let's bump it back maybe to 4. Okay, not bad. That's when the player is on. So you got a lot of options for that. Power management. I don't have any hard drive connected to it. Firmware upgrade, or like I say, we're on September the 8th. Plugins, premium, and Dune HD information. Okay, let's go to system. Okay, we'll set our name in a minute. Network, Ethernet is connected. Apps, device pro. Let's take a look at apps, see what we got there. All apps. Show system apps. That's your basic Android stuff there. Device preferences, about. That's a Pro Vision 4K. Factory reset. Android 11. Now this is not running Android. This is running the Dune operating system, which is a modified version of Linux. So when it does run Android, it's running in I forget what they call it, but it is running a Linux operating system that's modified by Dune. So it is not Android operating system. Just to clarify that. Again, kernel version is 5.4.125, dated Monday, September the 9th, 2024. So it's fairly recent. Android tvOS security patch level is October of 2021. Date and time. Okay, use network provided time. Time zone. Language. Keyboard. Display and sound. Okay, screen resolution. Display mode. Okay, sync lid, source lid, Dolby Vision disable. So we're using the sync lid, and I believe that is the TV does the whatever it's supposed to do. Adaptive HDR, that's what we want. Graphics priority. Dolby Vision priority. That's if you don't have a Dolby Vision TV. I think Samsung does not have a Dolby Vision support. Screen position. Screen rotation. And I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. System sound, let's take a look at the sound settings. Automatic. Okay, so there's not many options there. Okay, we've done all that. Now let's go ahead and start adding some sources to it. Go to network browser, network places. Now these are all my network locations I have media stored. So I'll go ahead and add some media in there. Okay, I added my sources. So we're going to go ahead and see what we can do and perform some magic. So We'll go to My Collection, Manage Folders, Add Folders. We'll go right there. My Blu-ray movies are UHD movies, 4K movies. So that's what we're going to do right there. Add to collection. We'll keep the name OK. Start indexing. Now this is where all the magic is done. And we'll come back when it gets done regurgitating. As you can see right there, it's in progress. I've got less than 100, well actually it says 106 UHD movies, and it took 3 minutes and 28 seconds to do all the scanning and work out its magic. So let's take a look and see what it come up with. Okay, now we're back to the main screen. Now, I have not modified any of these to get rid of them yet. So now here's My Collection. That's the one we just got done scanning, which took 3.5 minutes. New, those are my new ones by year. Now let's take a look and see what that shows. Oppenheimer. Now there's the collection. So let's click on collection. I'm missing the equalizer. I don't know why that's not there. Maybe it's not 4K. Avatar, Uncharted, 4K. And it shows the DTS HDMA audio. This should be Dolby Atmos right there. And Dolby Vision. That's HDR10. Again, that's Dolby Vision using Dolby Atmos. And that is Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. Anyway, that's what it does right there. And by name, 4K, Dolby Vision. These are the Dolby Visions. HDR10. I've only got two that are in HDR10. The Wizard of Oz and the Glorious Bastards. Those are the only two I have that are encoded in the HDR10. There's the ones with Dolby Atmos, DTS:X, True HD. Okay. So it breaks it down into those. So that's what it does right there. It shows movies in Netflix. However, they do not play in Netflix. This does have Widevine level 1, but there is no Netflix certification. So this does not play. So I don't know why it even shows it. It might work on Apple TV, but it definitely will not work on Netflix. This is the screen, it pops up and you cannot get past that screen. Okay, again, probably none of these will run under this Linux operating system, but they may run under Android. But I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of those because that's not the purpose of this machine. This machine is basically for your best audio video experience. And now this was a budget device for your own media. So we'll go ahead and fine tune and get rid of that. Configure online services. Okay. There, we got rid of all of them. Okay, now they won't show up. Now under settings, the user interface, the GUI, graphical user interface, was set at 4K, so my stats for nerds on my TV actually shows right there that it's 4K, 60 frames per second, okay? So I'll show you that information later on when we play a video, how it changes. Now this video is Dolby Vision Profile 7, and it uses FEL, F-E-L, so we'll see if it plays it and see what it does. So I'll go ahead and bring up the stats for nerds because I can't play it very long. Okay, Back to the Future, 2160p, 24 frames per second, and it's playing in Dolby Atmos. And it is a Dolby Vision Profile 7 and uses FEL, F-E-L, whatever that means. But that's Back to the Future. All right, let's take a look at one of these HDR10 and see how that plays. See if that shows up HDR10 on my stats for nerds. Okay, let's see if it plays with the HDR10. It should pop up there in a minute. There it is, HDR10 Plus. HDR10 Plus, stats for nerds. Now if you notice, the video codec is a VC-1. It shows MKV 1080p, 23.976 frames, but it's a VC1. Now most of these Amlogic boxes, if not all of them, refuses to play that. So we'll see if the Dune operating system does play it. So we'll find out. But there again, I can only show it for about a second or two, but I'll have to tell you if it plays without any issues. Yes, that VC1 codec plays very well. But the eye candy is just fantastic. Right here. Okay, we'll do some more testing. Probably have to make a new video of that. But one thing we can do now, these are apps. Now that one, I added that one from the other screen. It did it by itself, but it does not work. So I'll go ahead and see if I can uninstall that. Delete it. Because it does not work under this OS. Now, I did not add these. These come standard on there. Let's test out YouTube. Now this is playing with the AV1 video codec, and it's playing in HLG, but I cannot get to play in Dolby Vision, but that's probably something on my part that I'm missing. But that should be a Dolby Vision video. Now here's the different settings for this video. You got the 4K, 60 frames per second. That played very well. Now, I don't know the difference between that one and that one. 2K, 2K, and 1080p. Now this one is playing in HDR10, but again, I do not see any Dolby Vision, but it does play in HDR10. And again, the video quality is just outstanding. Okay, let's take a quick peek at Kodi and see what version is installed on this device, or which one it's going to install. So we'll see how current it is. Okay, version 21.0, so it's fairly current. So I'll go ahead and set that up, and we'll take a quick peek at some of the application or some of the videos and how it plays it. Okay, first thing, if you look at the bottom, compiled on June or July 30th. So it's fairly new, 21.0.1 to be exact. Here's the video settings. Now it came with 1920 by 1080, so these are just settings that when I first installed it, so I have not changed anything yet. Audio. Okay, we're going to enable pass-through. DTS.
Sorry, I
True
don't
HD.
understand.
DTS HD. So it's got all the audio codecs listed. Okay, under settings of the videos, I adjusted on start stop. Now, Dolby Vision compatibility mode, I don't think I need to turn that on. Here's allowed dynamic meta formats. It got Dolby Vision and HDR10, so it supports both of those. So that's the videos. In order to play the Dolby Vision Profile 7 with fill, I have to enable this Dolby Vision compatibility mode. Otherwise, you get the green or red screen. Okay, here's the TV stats for nerds. It's a 2160p, 24 frames per second, and it is using Dolby Vision, and I have Dolby Atmos on my receiver. So that does play very well, but it does not. I have to use that one setting. So maybe I can try a different version of Kodi later on to see if that makes any difference. Okay, this was just a brief summary of this device and of what it's capable of, but I'll make a couple more videos that go a little bit more in depth of what it can do and some stats and all that stuff. So I'll make another video later on for that. But this is just the very beginning of it, and it's an excellent device for the price of only less than 150 US dollars. So it's an amazing piece of media equipment. And thank you for watching.